No, Burkina Faso is no longer in bondage. And I believe and I know that Ghana is also no longer in bondage.
We can no longer continue to make policy for ourselves in our continent on the basis of whatever support the Western world or France or the European Union can give us.
I am super proud of Ibrahim Traoré and what he's doing in Burkina Faso. His determination to use the money of Burkina people to develop Burkina Faso.
The truth is, France has collapsed. They should accept it. They have collapsed, and they have collapsed mainly because their source of wealth, free looting has been cut off.
Not be by changing prime minister. The foundation has been affected.
Subscribe to Marcus Inspiration.
Hey, it don't cast ye, it don't cast ye, it don't cast. Hey, guys, I'm super excited today. I'm super excited today. Seeing what is going on in Africa, this is revolution. It's so amazing. Few days ago, I heard that World Bank went to Burkina Faso, or they sent their delegate rather, to go and plead with Burkina people to accept loan. Massa, you don't see some before?
World Bank has secretly sent agents to Burkina Faso, trying to convince President Ibrahim Traoré to accept a huge loan. Many are asking, what is the real plan behind this so-called help?
You don't see some before? Say you dey your house, you don't need money. They come knock at your door, say, hey, I beg, we won't give you money. This is the same money other countries are going to sign agreement and all that, and they will give them the money. But then, they went to Burkina, begging them, begging Ibrahim Traoré, okay, if you don't want 100 billion, just take 99 billion. You say, no, I don't want. Okay, take 88, no? Take 70. Take 60, they even beg him to take $1. Let it be on record that Burkina have borrowed so money from World Bank. Now, boy say no. Oh, boy say you no one take. Man, I begin to ask myself a lot of questions. This is the same World Bank Nigeria is collecting money every day. As I speak with you now, I cannot mention the amount Nigeria is owing World Bank. If I mention it now, this video will just trip off. The same World Bank. These same people are begging Ibrahim Traoré to take money, and this man saying no.
World Bank, they left every place. In fact, they left the work where they supposed to do for their office. Left everything. They left US, Germany, where they fund war, where need money. they carried themselves, enter Burkina Faso. Can they tell Ibrahim Traoré? Let me read what they told him. They said, we have assured that the World Bank, as a development institution, will always remain committed to Burkina Faso and the entire Burkinabe population to accompany them in their legitimate quest for betterment. Hey, yeah, chai, these people, you people are very good though. The same way that you people have been giving Nigeria money all these years, when they give Nigeria money, the country, the more they give us money, the more useless our continent they turn. I'm telling you, the more they give Nigeria money, see as we where they borrow money from you. Come and see our life. They go they tell Ibrahim Traoré, say you want give them money. Now Ibrahim Traoré go give them money if you no. We know all these things. Now, guess what? Trust the captain of Africa, the president of Africa, the savior of Africa, the only person that gave his life for Africans, not Jesus. He told them to get out of here, man. I don't need your money.
Sometimes I ask myself, are you sure most of this money they give to African countries are genuine? I don't get it. It be like say that they cost this money before they give them to Africa. They cost this money. Because come to think of it, most of this money they collect from these people, they don't use it to achieve anything. They will just misuse the money without accounting for it. You sure say, Oibone they cost this money before they give them to black people. I'm telling you, you know there are some money that are cost. I hope you know that. There are money you will collect, and that money is cost. You cannot use it to do anything. When you watch at the kind of money these people collect from Western world, and you now look at what they achieve with it, you'll be wondering. It rolls in billions and trillions of dollars. Yet, they will not show one thing they do with all this money. No wonder Abraham Traore say no. No, Burkina Faso is no longer in bondage. And I believe and I know that Ghana is also no longer in bondage. I am super proud of Abraham Traore and what he's doing in Burkina Faso. And his determination to use the money of Burkina people to develop Burkina Faso. Yes, I'm so proud of him. I am very, very, very proud of him. And you can see what is going on in France today. The fear of Africa to France is the beginning of wisdom. The prime minister have resigned. The first one resigned, second one resigned, third one resigned. And that is how they will keep resigning. Not be by changing prime minister. The foundation has been affected. The foundation of France, which is Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, as we they see Burkina, they progress, they move forward. Now, so we they see France, they fall every minute. Oh. I can't believe what is going on in France. See how their prime ministers keep resigning.
And France's newly appointed prime minister is resigning after less than a month. Sébastien Lecornu announced his resignation just hours after appointing his new cabinet. Political parties have been unable to agree on how to tackle France's growing public debt. Now, some are calling for President Emmanuel Macron to either dissolve parliament for another round of parliamentary elections or resign as president.
They think say not to change prime minister. Don't be to change prime minister. If you like, change your currency, change your president, change everywhere. The underground has been affected. Your foundation, that is total liberation of Burkina people, Niger people, that is your problem.
New prime minister that was recently appointed, which he was in office just for 26 days, resigned from his post as prime minister. He said, this thing ain't working. It ain't working. I will not deal with this. And he had to tender his resignation letter officially yesterday. We told them, right? They are going to keep appointing new ones and they would resign or the parliament would fire them off. Why? Because we know where the real problem is coming from. The truth is, France has collapsed. They should accept it. They have collapsed, and they have collapsed mainly because their source of worth, free looting has been cut off. Mali's gold, Burkina Faso's gold, Niger's gold plus Niger's uranium, which was their capital point, has rendered France completely useless. And the economy is falling like we have never seen before. Guys, this is crazy. And hey, with the way the political crisis is hitting France on a day-to-day basis, and things are going totally south, and it's not started yet, as a lot of people used to say. They haven't seen anything yet. It's going to go from bad to worse, because that's what you get when you decide to torture hundreds of millions of people for so many decades, and you never have remorse. Yes, companies have shut down in France. Their energy sector has completely crashed. Industries shut down due to lack of energy sources. France is on its knees. 7 prime ministers just within how many years? 7 prime ministers changed within a very short term of Emmanuel Macron's office. This is an embarrassment, this is a disappointment, this is a disgrace, and this is good news to Africa.
What is going on in France today should be eye-opener to the whole African leaders, the whole Africa as a continent, to actually know that we have a lot to achieve if we should be independent of ourselves, complete independence. No wonder a lot of presidents has been hitting up and down. Even the past president Akufo-Addo. Yes, there was a speech I saw from President Akufo-Addo.
I think there is a fundamental misstatement of the issue in the question. We can no longer continue to make policy for ourselves, in our country, in our region, in our continent, on the basis of whatever support the Western world or France or the European Union can give us. It will not work. It has not worked, and it will not work. Our responsibility is to charter a path which is about how we can develop our nations ourselves. It is not right for a country like Ghana, 60 years after independence, to still have its health and education budgets being financed on the basis of the generosity and charity of European taxpayers. By now, we should be able to finance our basic needs ourselves. And if we are going to look at the next 60 years as a period of transition, a period whereby we can stand on our own feet, our perspective has not to be what the French taxpayer decides to do with whatever surpluses that they have in France. They're welcome. They are appreciated. Whatever interventions that the French taxpayer through their governments make to us are appreciated. We're not going to lick a gift horse in the mouth. But this continent, with all that has happened, is still today the repository of at least 30% of the most important minerals of the world. It is a continent of vast, arable and fertile lands. It has the youngest population of any of the continents in the world. So it has the energy and the dynamism. We've seen it. These young men who are showing so much resilience and ingenuity in crossing the Sahara, finding ways to go across with rickety boats across the Mediterranean to really, those energies, we want to have those energies working inside our countries. And we're going to have those energies working in our countries if we begin to build systems that tell the young people of our country that their hopes, their opportunity are right here with us. Migration and the movement of people is being presented in a manner which suggests that somehow it's a new phenomenon. There's nothing new about it. It's as old as man, the movement of people. And it has always been linked to the same thing, the failure of where you are to provide you with an opportunity, so you move somewhere else. We want young Africans to stay in Africa. And how are they? And it means that we have to get away from this mindset of dependence, this mindset about what can France do for us. France will do whatever it needs to do for its own sake. And when those coincide with ours, tant mieux, as the French people say. But our main responsibility as leaders, as citizens, is what we need to do to grow our own countries. What are the institutions that work, that would allow us to have good governance? Our concern should be with what do we need to do in this 21st century to move Africa away from being cap in hand and begging for aid, for charity, for handouts. The African continent, when you look at its resources, should be giving monies to other places. We have huge wealth on this continent. In our own country of Ghana, and we need to have a mindset that says, we can do it. Others have done it. We can also do it. And once we have that mindset, we will see it as a liberating factor for ourselves. We keep talking about how it was that Koreans, Malaysians, Singaporeans, who got their independence at the same time as us. We're told of that at the time of Ghanaian independence, per capita Ghanaian income was higher than that of Korea. Today, Korea is part of the first world. So is Malaysia. So is Singapore. What happened? Why did they make that transition? And 60 years after independence, we are where we are. Those are the matters that should concern all of us as Africans, as Ghanaians. And not, when I say so with the greatest of respect to the French president, I think that the cooperation of France is something that I am, as you know, a strong friend of France. I am Francophile. So I don't have any difficulty with that. But I'm talking about our own propulsion, what we need to do to get our countries to work so that we can create the conditions that would allow our young people to forego this hazardous effort to get to Europe. They're not going there because they want to. They're going there because they don't believe they have any opportunities in our countries. So that should be our focus. And I believe that with that if we change that mindset of dependence, that mindset which is contingent on aid and charity, we would see that in the decades ahead of us, the full flowering of the African peoples would take place. And that new African personality that was talked about at the time of our independence will become real and imminent in our times. That's what I'm saying. I hope that I'm not upsetting the questioner.
After watching this speech, I was so proud of President Akufo-Addo. He was also fighting for justice for Africa and so other meaningful African leaders who have been standing by the side of the truth to say enough is enough. It's high time that we wake up. Africa wake up. Our leaders wake up and remove themselves from foreign exploitation. By so doing, Africa will be the best continent of the world. Thank you so much, guys. I hope that if you enjoy this beautiful video, it is your first time of coming to this channel, why don't you subscribe to our channel right now? Run the notification bell so that anytime I post video, you'll be the first to know. May God bless Ghana, may God bless Burkina Faso, may God bless Nigeria, may God bless Africa. See you on the next video. God bless you once again. Bye.